Look in the mirror right now and tell me honestly, what do you actually see staring back? That hard, protruding belly you are looking at is not ordinary fat sitting beneath your skin. This is visceral fat, a living organ actively working against your health, energy, and metabolism daily. It wraps itself tightly around your liver, pancreas, and intestines, hijacking your entire internal blood supply. Most people see this belly and immediately start cutting calories, skipping meals, and running on treadmills endlessly. But here's the brutal biological truth. You cannot starve visceral fat out of a stressed body. When your body senses danger and stress, it grips the midsection even tighter as a survival reserve. The fastest way to shrink this dangerous tissue is not eating less, it is eating smarter strategically. There are 5 specific foods that work like medicinal tools inside your body's complex biological chemistry system. These foods do not simply provide calories, they provide biological code that reprograms your fat storage signals. They contain powerful molecules that lower cortisol, unclog the liver, and make your cells respond to insulin. Today, we're building a complete visceral fat elimination protocol using real science and real everyday foods. We will decode adiponectin, the hormone that literally signals your fat cells to begin self-destructing immediately. We will expose the specific fiber that acts as a glucose sponge inside your digestive system daily. And we reveal the one mineral deficiency, keeping your nervous system locked in permanent fat-storing survival mode. Stay with me, because food number 5 activates the same fat-burning signal as a 16-hour fast. This is not dieting, this is bioengineering your body's chemistry to finally work in your favor. Food number 1, the inflammation fire extinguisher. Visceral fat is not just stored energy, it's chronically inflamed tissue releasing harmful chemical signals constantly. It releases inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 that make your entire body dangerously resistant to insulin signals. As long as your fat tissue stays inflamed, your fat cells remain completely locked and chemically sealed shut. To unlock them, you must flood your body with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA forms. The food you must eat regularly is fatty fish. Sardines, salmon, mackerel, or anchovies work perfectly well. We are not eating this for protein alone. We are eating it for a hormone called adiponectin. Adiponectin is the skinny hormone, and in people with belly fat, it is critically and dangerously low. Studies confirm that increasing omega-3 intake directly stimulates adiponectin production inside your fat tissue and liver cells. When adiponectin rises, it travels to your muscles and liver, commanding them to burn fat for fuel. But there's a catch. Fish oil pills alone cannot work if your diet is still inflammatory. You need the whole food matrix, not just a supplement sitting inside a bottle on your shelf. Eat 1 serving of fatty fish 3 to 4 times weekly, or a small portion every single day. This physically changes your cell membrane composition, making every cell fluid, flexible, and receptive to insulin signals. Even lowering inflammation is not enough, though, because your liver may still be completely clogged and congested. Food number 2, the liver scrubber. All visceral fat must be processed and filtered through the liver before your body can actually burn it. If your liver is congested with its own fat, a condition called steatosis, the exit door closes completely. To powerfully unclog the liver, your body urgently needs a sulfur-based compound called sulforaphane every single day. The food you need is cruciferous vegetables, specifically broccoli sprouts, arugula, kale, or Brussels sprouts eaten regularly. Sulforaphane flips something called the NRF2 switch, which is the master control for your liver's antioxidant defense. When this switch is off, your liver cannot efficiently burn fat or process toxins moving through it. When you eat these bitter greens, sulfur compounds signal the liver to ramp up its detoxification enzymes rapidly.
These powerful enzymes strip excess fat and toxins from liver cells and package everything neatly for export immediately. Cruciferous vegetables also contain DIM, a molecule that helps the body metabolize and eliminate excess estrogen buildup safely. Bad estrogen metabolites actively promote fat storage in your midsection and hips through specific hormonal signaling pathways. By clearing these hormones through the liver, you stop the chemical signal commanding your body to store fat. But here's the next layer. Even a clean liver cannot overcome a nervous system screaming danger. Your stress chemistry must be addressed directly before the fat-burning doors can fully and permanently swing open. Food number 3, the cortisol break. High cortisol is the primary architect and engineer of the hard, dangerous belly you are fighting every day. Cortisol floods sugar into your bloodstream, and insulin then stores that sugar directly in your abdominal fat cells. To stop this destructive cycle, you need the mineral that acts as the off switch for adrenal glands. That mineral is magnesium, and the best food source on the planet is pumpkin seeds or pepitas. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most concentrated natural sources of magnesium you can find in any food. Magnesium binds directly to GABA receptors in your brain, and GABA is your neurotransmitter of peace and calm. Without sufficient magnesium, your brain stays in a low-level state of anxiety, keeping cortisol trickling all day. A quarter cup of pumpkin seeds provides the raw material to finally dampen your chronic stress response significantly. I want to pause here and ask you a very important question about how your stress actually manifests. When you get stressed or exhausted, what craving takes over? Salty chips or something sweet like chocolate? Drop it in the comments right now. Team salty or team sweet tells us everything about your chemistry. Team salty typically signals adrenal fatigue and a deep cellular need for minerals and electrolyte replenishment immediately. Team sweet usually points towards an insulin imbalance or a dopamine-seeking response triggered by blood sugar crashes. Knowing your type helps you refine and personalize this entire protocol for your specific body and biology. If you are team salty, pumpkin seeds are genuinely your most important and powerful daily medicinal food. But even perfect cortisol control cannot protect you from the insulin spikes that keep locking fat in. Food number 4, the metabolic sponge. We need to physically slow down how quickly your meals absorb and spike your blood sugar after eating. The food that accomplishes this mechanical miracle is chia seeds or freshly ground flax seeds eaten consistently. These seeds contain a specific type of viscous soluble fiber that transforms completely when it contacts water inside you. When they mix with liquid in your stomach, they expand and form a thick, slow-moving protective gel barrier. This gel physically coats the lining of your small intestine, acting as a buffer against glucose absorption. When you eat carbohydrates alongside these seeds, glucose cannot rush freely into your bloodstream, causing dangerous spikes. It must fight through the gel first, and this completely flattens your blood sugar and insulin response curves. But the real magic happens when this fiber finally reaches your colon and meets your resident gut bacteria. Your gut bacteria ferment this fiber and produce short-chain fatty acids, specifically a powerful compound called butyrate. Butyrate is a signaling molecule that travels to the brain and powerfully triggers deep, lasting feelings of satiety. It also travels directly to the liver, improving insulin sensitivity and telling your mitochondria to become more efficient. The protocol here is beautifully simple. 2 tablespoons of chia or flax in water or yogurt daily. This single daily habit becomes your biological insurance policy against the insulin resistance driving all your belly fat. We have now lowered inflammation, cleaned the liver, calmed the adrenals, and smoothed out blood sugar dramatically. But there is still one final accelerant missing from this protocol, and it changes everything about fat burning. Food number 5, the thermogenic fat burner. Avocado is the fifth food, and most people dramatically underestimate its profound biological power for fat elimination. You might think avocado is simply healthy fat, but biochemically, it's a precision tool for cellular repair. Specifically, avocado fixes what scientists call the potassium-sodium pump inside every single cell throughout your entire body. Potassium is the mineral that directly dictates how sensitive your cells are to insulin on a cellular level. Most people are severely deficient in potassium simply because they don't consume nearly enough plants every day. One avocado contains more potassium than a banana, and critically, it delivers this without any blood sugar spike. When potassium is low, your cells cannot efficiently pull glucose out of the blood where it circulates dangerously.
Fat. Eating half an avocado daily floods your cells with potassium, lowering the demand your body places on insulin. But there is a second powerful benefit hidden inside avocado that most nutrition experts never talk about publicly. Avocados are rich in oleic acid, a specific fatty acid that triggers release of a hormone called OEA. OEA, or oleoethanolamide, sends a direct hardwired signal straight to the brain, commanding it to stop eating immediately. It simultaneously increases fat oxidation throughout your entire body using the same pathway activated during extended fasting periods. This means eating avocado mechanically tells your brain you are full while fixing the cellular pump controlling insulin. You are triggering a 16-hour fasting signal without skipping a single meal or suffering through any food restriction. The stacked protocol. You do not need to eat these 5 foods in isolation for them to create powerful biological results inside you. The true power of this protocol comes from intelligently stacking all 5 foods into one strategic, deliberate daily meal. Imagine a lunch built like this: a fillet of salmon placed on a fresh bed of arugula leaves. Top it with broccoli sprouts and pumpkin seeds dressed lightly with flax oil, and serve avocado alongside it. This is not simply a salad. This is a precision biochemical intervention you are delivering to your body. Every single bite sends your body a powerful signal of safety, efficiency, and biological permission to finally burn fat. You are lowering inflammation, calming the nervous system, opening detox pathways, and fixing insulin in one meal. The final truth. Visceral fat is not a character flaw, a sign of weakness, or a failure of your personal willpower. It is a symptom of a body that is inflamed, chronically stressed, and increasingly resistant to insulin signaling. You cannot fight this deeply embedded biology with willpower, restriction, or sheer force of discipline and determination alone. You have to fight it with precise chemistry, and now you have exactly the right tools to begin. Fatty fish raises adiponectin and opens the fat-burning door that inflammation has been keeping tightly shut for years. Cruciferous vegetables flush the liver and clear the hormonal signals telling your body to store fat in the midsection. Pumpkin seeds dampen cortisol and give your overworked nervous system the mineral reset it has been desperately craving. Chia and flax seeds physically sponge up glucose before it can spike insulin and lock fat in place. Avocado restores potassium, fixes the cellular insulin pump, and triggers the same fat-burning signal as extended fasting. Stop trying to subtract food from your life and start strategically adding the right biological data to your body. Your body is not broken, lazy, or working against you. It is simply responding to the signals it receives. Change the signals deliberately, consistently, and intelligently, and the visceral fat has absolutely no biological choice but to leave. Stop starving yourself into survival mode and start signaling your body into its natural fat-burning state every day.